Hi everyone. Whew, what a week. Oh my gosh. You'll have no idea how happy I am to be home. Last week was so stressful. So thank you to all of you who kept the group going. I'm sorry I was not in it very much. I felt so bad. It was just a crazy week trying to get our house ready to evacuate and then to actually evacuate and then be away from home with 3 kids and a dog and a cat and a husband. Whew. But anyway, we survived our first evacuation, I'm happy to report, and didn't have much damage, thank goodness. And I know some of you still are without power, and at least one of you is going to be without power for a long time. So hang in there. I know that makes things really, really tricky as far as working out and what to eat, but just, do your best. What I wanted to cover in this message is what happens on day 22 and all that kind of stuff. So day 21 is coming up this Sunday. Even if you haven't given it your all these past 3 weeks, I encourage you just to, do all you can this week. You can actually do a lot, believe it or not. So if you haven't given it your all, go for it. If you are on your 3rd round and you've kind of slacked off this round because you know what you're doing and you're like, well, I don't always need to use the containers. I don't always need to post my accountability. Go ahead and jump back in this week. There's no harm in jumping it back in full force. So I think I posted in a message at some point in time what you can do this week. You can double up. You can add in 10-minute abs. There are all kinds of things that you can do to ramp it up this week. Be sure you eat to zeros. That means you're getting in all your containers. And give up alcohol for the week. There are all kinds of things. If you're going to eat yellows, eat them early in the day. A lot of people swear by doing that. So anyway, what happens on day 22? So next Monday, we start a new round. We'll do a week of prep like we did before. So any of you who have jumped in kind of midstream, this will be your chance to, learn and, kind of kick off your first round. And for those of you who either fell apart because of this hurricane or just need a refresher, that's what we'll do. But that is not a break for everybody else. I know a lot of times when we get in this prep week and we bring in new people, my old challengers kind of start getting really quiet, and I know what you're doing. So anyway, still remember to participate, throw in any advice that you have for our new people, and if anybody has anyone who wants to join us, please let me know. Technically, the last day to get registered is Friday, and the reason why I set these deadlines is because it takes about 5 days to get the package. I do let people in at any point in time because I truly believe if someone is motivated and ready to go and wants to do this, I'm just going to let them go ahead and jump in. I used to do, I'd only let people in once a month. But that was mainly for my convenience, just so I could organize and keep up with everybody the best way. But really, if someone is motivated and they want to start and we're on day 14, I'm going to let them in. If we're on day 1, I'm going to let them in. But really the best, if you're OCD like me, it's best just to start on day 1, and that would be next Monday with a registration date deadline of Friday. So I hope that makes sense. I am reaching out to those of you who are new and letting you know what's going on with your next Shakeology shipment. So look for a message. If you have fallen through the cracks, just please contact me. Like I said, last week really got me off schedule, and I normally give everyone a much a bigger heads up. So again, contact me if you haven't heard from me about what happens with your Shakeology and your free trial of Beachbody on demand. If you have any questions, just let me know. But let's have a great week. It's a beautiful day here in Charleston. I finally am out of the house without the kids for a few minutes, and I finally feel like I'm going to survive. So post any questions you have below about this last week or getting started on the next round. But I never take anybody out of my group, especially now that we're in the app. I'm just doing this one continuous challenge group, and you're just going to stay in here. If you want to be removed, I'm sure there's a way to just delete the app or remove yourself, but I encourage you to stick with it for several rounds to get, the best results, and really for it to become, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. So anyway, I hope all this makes sense. Just let me know if you have any questions, and so glad everyone is okay after this crazy week we've had.